Hello and welcome back to Survival Challenge. Right, in the last episode we did get ourselves a new piece of land. As you can see, we are currently in it now, and we are loading, or did load, a few trees onto the lorry and got them sold. And it did pretty much bring us to almost no money, and then we made a bit of money not money rather, from the trees themselves. So that's really our focus for this episode as well, and the rest of this month, to be honest, because normally you wouldn't go cultivating and all that a new area in the winter, but as long as there's no snow, then we should be fine. But I am seeing that we have snow coming in the forecast, which is alright, as long as we are just doing tree work during that time. So I'm going to go through and get a lot of trees cut. I'm not too certain how long exactly it will take to clear this whole bit of land, but this is really all that we have to do at this point until we can put something in the ground. I don't know what yet. So let's find the middle, about the middle of this tree. It's all very it's all based on guessing. Now, maybe we should do it in 5. 4 is a bit precarious. Maybe this one can be like... let's try like that. I was very, very surprised by how well the Massey performed with logs, to be honest. I really expected it to struggle to get logs onto the truck here, but I will show you how struggle-free it can be. Now, I also did mention potentially getting a few other things to possibly make the logging a bit easier, but I can't see it as a worthwhile investment at this point. Look at that, very impressive. So with the logging attachment for the Mercedes here, for the lovely lorry that we have, it is good and it could work, but we do lose a lot of the length of the bed, if that makes any sense. This is very, very precarious. Right, okay. So, yeah, what I mean by that is this log would stick out even further if we had the logging bed attachment, because it doesn't go all the way to the end, or to the front of the truck. It goes about maybe, I don't even know. It's about, I don't know. Comes about that far, actually, so if we can push this closer, otherwise we're just... Oh yes, there we go. Brilliant. Can we get it nice and lined up? Nope, that's about as lined up as we're going to get, so that's kind of our base now. So we'll just get that strapped in a bit, and at least we can load them on. It just doesn't seem worth it, is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't seem worth the extra cost, even though that addition is only £1,000. Another thing that's kind of deterring is me from doing that is the fact that the front loader we have for the Massey is the short version. The long version is about £2,300 if we want to fit on this this fork setup, which is perfect. Look at that. Look how it sits so nicely on there. It's very, very perfect. Oh, hello. Unless you decide to crash. There we go. We're still good. But yes, I think we'll just stick with this setup for now, as logging is only something we really need to do when we buy a new piece of land. Mind you, there are many, many logs, but at least we're not doing it by hand. Now, I've broken into rhyme again. Done that all week. Right, we'll get that there. I'm getting in the habit of immediately strapping down though, because we do not want any sort of silly business with losing logs and the like. Yeah, I would really like to start cultivating this as soon as possible though. What I might do is just see how far we can get. I feel like I can pick that up by hand. No, not quite. This one though, probably. Yes. Yeah, I feel as though it would be a really good thing to do to just give ourselves an idea of how big of a sort of a chunk that we want to turn into field, because as it stands, this whole area will eventually become a field, but right now we have trees in the way, so that's not a possibility. So yes, I don't know for certain. It all depends on how far we get with the trees and all that. Oh no, have I not loaded this very nice? Absolutely. Oh, is this going to work somehow? Oh, can I just push it? Oh no, I got too cheeky, as you do sometimes, as you do. But yes, it will really brighten everything up once we get the trees down. Not that I want to just take down all the trees all the time. There is a small chance that we could grow a small forest somewhere if we want to crack on with logging. But at this point, logging is strictly for surviving. Because we have to clear it to make room for farmland, which is kind of the main point, really. Not just of the game, but of the series. It is called Farming Simulator, after all. But right, let's just get that pushed a bit. I'm trying to maximize the amount of room we have. Oh, what? How's that happened? Invisible barriers. Yeah, because with the logging thing, it can make it easier, but it can also make it more difficult. I know that sounds a bit funny, but what I mean by that is when it's very high up, we have to drop them in, and they can drop in fairly dramatically. And, oh, what's going on here? Oh, I've gotten into the wrong vehicle. And it can drop in kind of random, and it makes it a bit difficult to get that loaded and sorted. Anyways, let's crack on with the tree felling and loading. My thing initially was to go down this way, because there are some very nice big open areas. There really is only, what, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 trees in this general area that would make for a nice field. But you know what? I think I'm just going to go until I can't anymore. I'm just going to keep felling trees and loading them up until we have a nice area that we can cultivate. And what I might do in February, in the next month, of course, is to go ahead and cultivate a bit of an area around that we want to cultivate in the future. Now, it would be just kind of to give us an idea of where we want to go, but just because it's cultivated doesn't mean it has to be drilled in straight away, because it might be surrounding some trees. Oh, this goes straight across. Yes, sorry about that. Yeah. Sorry. Gonna need your patience there. Right, I think now would be a good time to crack on with a bit of a time-lapse here. I'm gonna try and cut these in the most maximization possibility. Wow, those were not the correct order of words. I'm going to try and cut these so that we maximize profit from them, is what I meant to say. So without further ado, let's crack on with it. Right, here we are. Right, that was... I was very tempted to put another tree on. As you can see, I've put the trees in a bit of a precarious way, including these ones, which is basically a lance for the front of the lorry. So if there was another truck on the road, that would have been a great battle. Right, I think this is the right place. It's a bit different than the other one, but they are pretty much the same. I don't think... I will check, though, now that I've just said that. But I don't think there's actually a... Yeah, it's nowhere for wood, specifically. I'm sure it's right above wood chips normally, but I'm not seeing any sort of icon. I've checked this before as well. Yeah, unfortunately not. It would seem there's nothing there for wood, but let's get it sold. 8,084, and that's probably because that's all we can sell here. Yes, that is why. Okay, so we'll head over to the other production if we can and get the rest sold. I feel like because of that, we got more money than we normally would. I feel like this production is like the sawmill itself. I think this is the sawmill, and then over here is the firewood production. So we can buy this production as well to make firewood, so maybe... Well, maybe. Depending on the price. I'll sell this wood first, because I'm curious to see how much this amount is worth before we do try to buy it. Right, so about the same as we got from the last episode. Now, where is the door, or the front of it? Ah, here it is. 40,000. So this what did that say? It did say firewood production, if I'm mistaken. Production of firewood building. So if we go to firewood, it must be this in bulk. Makes sense that in the winter time would be the best price. So now essentially, but it would have to process. The only issue with that is loads of people are buying it, though, which is really good. But I'm just not convinced that that's the right option for us. That's all. Yeah, what about this production here? Because this is obviously a production as well. Here, let's just get interactive zones instead of running all round. Right, that is there for that. What's that over there? Oh, that's for the train, possibly, in the distance. Right, this is a sawmill, am I not? Make certain I'm not mistaken. Carpentry, so it's not 40,000 as well. So the carpentry, we will get wood chips from, which is nice. But with carpentry, what can we actually do? I reckon it's all this stuff, innit? No, these are specific things. Carpentry, what can you do? I can't remember. I can't remember exactly, but that could be an interesting possibility, because we are going to have loads and loads of trees to process. So I wonder if the carpentry would be a good thing to do. Right, so this is where we would drop off the wood, I reckon, for the carpentry, and that's where we sell it. Or maybe we add it in there and this is where the pallets come out. No, clearly this is where something dumps in. Oh, wait, hang on. What's this? Oh, is that the same building? It must be. It has to be the same building. Right, okay, well, I don't know. I'm not entirely convinced either way. And either way, we don't have the money for it. My most important thing, my biggest thing, is to have enough money to buy a harvester come harvest. Oh, look, and the snow is... Oh, never mind. It stopped because we were undercover. Well, that's a bit dizzying, I'm sure. The snow... Also, let me know, how was the snow in the time-lapse? Because normally, it's probably quite... can be a bit tough to watch at times. But the loading of the lumber was quite good. I'm quite pleased about that. So, anyways, basically, we're looking at about 12 to 13,000 pounds per trip. But if we crack on the way we're going, I mean, that was what, 4 trees. So that would leave us with like 1, 2, 3, 4 major ones there, 5. So that in itself is pretty much one more trip. And then this one here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this could be another, and then we could do a nice big long field, like I was saying. Here, let's just go over about here first. About here. And, see, but that's such a small looking space. But it does go quite far down. So if we can go all the way down to here, I suppose it's about the same as that. I'm really not too certain, because all we can do right now is do this, what we're doing. So what I think might be the best thing to do is I'm going to just leave everything here as is for now. And I think it's time to rest, because it's getting dark now and it's making this a bit more difficult to do and to see what's going on. Before we do, I will have another quick check on the sale items, which of course we can't really afford. This is a fantastic deal. It really, really is. We don't need the fancy edition. Oh, it is the biggest size as well. Oh, no, no. That is a very good deal. We just don't need it. We just don't. It's not... Yeah, we just don't. Very quickly as well, have a look at harvesters, because looking at the one that we wanted to purchase, there's many options. It's about as small as the... yeah, something like that is what I would like. 45... Was that not also 45? 35. 1500. Yeah, I think one of these, well, this one is probably the best option for us, at least in the beginning. And the header we'll get for it is 5 meters. That is wicked, considering we started with this one at 2.5 meters. We're literally getting double that, so that's really good. Everything else is very expensive. I suppose we do have the bisons as well, but again, no. It's not the same. It's not even close, actually. Yeah, that's good. Okay, well, that's good to know. We know what harvester we're after. But what we'll do now is just rest into February. That will help us to progress some time and get out of this snowy weather. So we'll see you in February. Good morning and welcome to a beautiful February morning. Right, we are here just in our little patch of land, and having to sleep in the cab of the lorry is getting a bit tedious, to say the least. So I think it's time we build ourselves a small house. Now, an actual house, of course, would be the best thing to do. So I was going to do it before before resting, but unfortunately we weren't able to, because it was just too dark and I didn't want to faff with all that. So I'm just seeing now it says weeds partial. I thought I dealt with that, unless it's just... Yeah, okay, that's fine. Nope, we're all good. All is well. How are the fields? Oh, they're coming very well indeed. Right, so I think... Alright, let's have a look. We'll go into construction mode. So the yard here is really set up nicely as a yard, so I don't really want to sort of mess with the setup we have. If anything, I'd put another small shed, maybe like this, and then have room to drive around or something like that. Or I might even relocate this, because of how inexpensive it was. I might sell it and put another shed here. Actually, that's not a bad shout. I know. The greenhouse is a bit in the way. It would be nice to put another shed like that. Yeah, I don't really want to sell that one, although it was very inexpensive to begin with. I would like to have another of the same, just for the amount of kit we really have. It doesn't take up all that much room. So very quickly, while we are here talking about sheds that we can't afford, there we go, that one there. So if we were to place it, could it go right there? It would be quite alright there, I think, because it could go straight up against the bees. We'd have just enough room to sneak on through with the water as well. If we put it right up against the bees, I think that could work. Yeah, that'd be quite nice. And then we can still get in and out without much fuss. We'll leave a bit of a space in behind there. Yeah, put some bushes or something. That would be really quite nice. I think I'll do that. But first, I want to buy a small house. So I have all of these options here, including, I think the one we started with was this tent, which was lovely, but not very good, especially in the winter. This is a very nice one as well, but it is £10,000. We don't need that much space. We just need a little place like this. So it's got tiny... I know I've installed a construction menu zoom mod, and it does very zoom. So yes, we can zoom out, we can zoom in, but we'll just try and find a nice happy medium. There we go. I think this is a really nice place for a bit of a house, because the way I'm looking at this field is that if it comes down like this, right, if we curve it like that, then we've got this small space here, and then it would be a bit easier to harvest as well if it's not all the way to the corner, and I just think it would be better as well that way. So let's go back to buildings, farmhouses, all the way to the end, and pretty much anywhere in this space is fine. We could even just have it straight onto the field like that, but I would like to kind of have it like this so we can still park up a vehicle in the front. And it could be right in the middle as well. Put some trees on either side. We'll just maybe put it to the side so we can have a small yard for parking our truck and that, so it's not in the way. I think this will be fine, just like that. We have a home. Home sweet home. We'll do a touch of landscaping as well here. Oh yeah, what more do you need? Have we got a loo? Oh, we've got a bath as well. Look at that. Absolutely lovely that is. Can we open the windows? Ah, no, we can't. That's too bad. That's fine. We don't really need windows. I reckon we can open them. Oh, look at that. If I have a friend over, that would be nice. I wonder if we can open these from the outside. Oh, bless. That is lovely. Let's get some nice natural light in there. Especially in the bathroom. There we go. People can watch me to poop if they really want. Not a problem. We'll get a nice breeze in. Very nice indeed. I wonder if we can even close those. That's fine. Right. Well, there we go. We have a house now. So happy days. Very happy days indeed. It's not perfect, but it is mine. So that is all that matters. As far as landscaping it, I mean, it's not imperative, but I suppose we could put a small thing. It doesn't really matter yet. But I want to. I want to make it look a little nice. So we'll go to painting, and should we match up the same sort of ground we've got here? Is that what that is? Yes, it is. Take it back over here. Oh my, that zoom is very... There's no... Yeah, it's alright. I would just put a little path in like that. If we are going to park here, it would be nice to have sort of a nice space. Yeah, it's alright. We can have a bit of a grassy sort of thing. There we go. Bring it down like that, back up like that. Yeah, I didn't really want to harvest this because it just seems very... Here, you know what, we'll even go like this so we can have a bit of a drive in. A bit of a drive to our house. Nice. Yeah, that's alright, actually. It doesn't have to be anything too fancy. Just enough to... There we go. That's lovely. Absolutely lovely. Shall we test it? Let's test it. I don't know how often we'll actually be parking in there, but might as well see. Whatever vehicle we've got in the evening here, I'll even reverse in. Oh, this is quality. Oh yes, look at that. Beautiful. We've got a house. Happy days. Right, so it does say that we've got snow incoming. Alright, I've got an idea. I'm going to start cultivating a bit to give ourselves a bit of an idea as to what exactly it is that we want to do. So So I'm just going to remove the weight. I'll just remove it over here because we won't really need it until we're doing more tree felling. Let's get that lower down. There we go. I will keep the fork attached, as when I asked about that, lots of people were saying, yeah, we'll just keep it attached and you're fine. It just makes it that much easier to sort of deal with. And I agree. We have no other reason to take it off, really. I'm just going to move this out the way in case I get inspired to build another shed, which, based on the fact that we've got kit outside, I really want to build another shed. Actually, let's fill this up, because I probably need water in the greenhouse, and we should check on the chickens as well. Right, before we get cracking on with that, let's just get this filled. Please. Oh, right, I have to open it. Oh, what's going on? There we are. So yeah, as long as there's enough room for us to be able to sneak in like this, then I'm not too worried about building a shed. So let's have a look and see. So that's 1,000 litres. And, oh wow, we were running low. Oh, not too low, that's fine. Chickens are fine. Oh no, we're really going to need some protein for them very soon. And I always keep forgetting. So yes, we've got canola in for that specifically. So I don't want to have to buy any sort of crop. But the nice thing is we can buy any of these. It doesn't have to be sorghum. And we can get it for a decent price. So corn would probably be the cheapest. I would look at this, at the price that we can sell it. And, right, where's corn, for example? Hello? Oh my goodness. Very blind. And then I suppose we could buy it for the price that but it's not a selling price. I reckon it would be probably the same, which I think would be fine. Yeah, I'll probably end up buying it for the selling price versus selling for the buying price, if that makes sense. And yeah, we can be a bit, not cheeky, or even find the median, but that is pretty much right in the middle. So that's going to be the cheapest option, is corn. And we only really need 1,000 litres. We bought sorghum the first time, it was very expensive. So yes, I think they are running low, so we'll have to keep a very watchful eye on that. And we'll just move this out the way. Yeah, fully out the way actually for now. I'll just bring it around the way here. Just for now, out of the way. Come back round this way. We'll get the cultivator all set up. Now, I suppose, actually, I could put... It's a bit tucked away there. I suppose we could put a shed directly opposite as well. It doesn't have to be right beside, but it could be, like, right there. But that might block a bit of that path as well. And that crop is right on the edge as well. Yeah, I don't know. Not entirely certain what I'd like to do yet, so maybe not. Well, let's not build a shed yet. I know we've got kit outside, but that's fine. It also doesn't have to be the same shed. I just like it because it's fairly big, and it's only £2,000. And then we'd have two sheds of the same, which would be nice too. So, yeah, I'm not entirely certain. The way I've set this up is a bit funny now, because we have this huge open space, but setting anything up in it would be a bit difficult to do. That's why I said about here. In fact, let's just see something. Right, let's just go into our construction menu. Because, yeah, we're at the time where we're not awfully busy, obviously. We do want to clear this land so we can get a crop in as soon as possible, but I'm not fussed about it because it will get done. We do have these as well. Blimey, that's massive for only £3,000 more. And it could go like right along the... Oh, hang on a minute. Or like that even. Oh, that's a bit... I don't like that as much because it cuts off too much of the... Or does it? No, I think this is better. Yes, I think that's better there. Well, let's hang on. Let's have a look then. So why is this one 1,000? Okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly the same. That one's massive compared to that. 2 of them. No, that doesn't. And we could put another one like that. This is a nice little shed, though. Really, really is. Actually, would look quite good right there. This one could be fine there. Well, I might not rearrange anything, because I don't mind having bales there, especially when we have normal size bales, because eventually we will. Eventually we'll upgrade to a bigger sort of baler, like a full-size baler. I think I want to add in more bees as well. I think they're dormant right now. I think they're lying... How do we check this? Honey hasn't really increased. Yeah, they must be lying dormant. I would like to get more. I think I'll place another 2 hives soon. Okay, where to begin this cultivating adventure? So again, not too close to this, so I think if we go... Right, so please, I meant to say this before about the sheds. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think? What should we do? Should we get same shed? Should we keep it in theme in that regard? Or should we build a bigger one for a bit more money and have it where we really don't need to faff with multiple sheds? We can just get one more big one, or what do you think? Okay, let's ensure that we have allow create fields, and we'll lower it down. We should be fine to do it in the snow. Yes, very good. Right, let's carefully go along here. Right, that tree will go, so we'll just go round it for now. Don't go too far over. We can always touch it up. I just also don't want to go too far. I'm kind of marking the area. How far is it? It's a decent ways. Yeah, it's past that. There's a little path there as well. I might go a bit closer like that to the road. Once we get down here, it's literally open field. It's beautiful. Okay, let's keep on going. Just don't want to go too far and then it be like, hey, this isn't yours. I don't like going that far, because sometimes you can go out of your bounds, as it were, and then when you harvest, you can't harvest it. That's what I've experienced, at least. I think we'll go... Because then if we can naturally just turn... Nice, okay, so far so good. And then... Actually, yeah, let's just turn like this. Sorry, I know I'm back and forth, but I just want to get it nice and lined up, so like about there. We'll try and go straight down this way. Hopefully we can go straight down. Fairly straight down. I'm seeing that tree there. Right, this is effective so far. Pause to check. Oh, bloody hell, we're going to go at a silly angle. That's a bump. Blimey. It's alright, we'll go around this tree here. We'll stay on the right of it. And let's see what happens. Alright, check again. Oh wow, never mind. Let's turn back this way a bit. Let's go straight on. Does this... I wish that helped, but we can go straight on to towards our trailer this way. You can see the trailer on there. Yes, we've definitely gone not quite far enough that way. In fact, I'm going to go round this tree to indicate that we can go... Oh, nice. Now keep going straight on towards the road. Can we go straight to that path? I think we can. I think we will. No, no, no. We will. I know we will. Oh, yes. Look at that. That's a fairly decent size. Now I'm going to curve it, because naturally we will want to... Ooh, not too close to the road. Oh, yes. Absolutely brill. Right. Keep that going. Keep it level as you can. Don't interfere, tree. Don't interfere too much, at least. Oh, no. That's fine. Crack on. Oh Yes, very good, very good. Look at that. And we've come nearly back to the beginning. Beautiful. And curve in. And we've got ourselves a field. Well, we've got ourselves an outline of a field. Right, let's look at that. Aside from this wonkiness here, bloody Nora. So this is what we want to completely fill in. I don't want to faff with nothing. This is all field. We've got a house and field. Beautiful. Oh, I'm so excited for this. So now, do we keep going? Or do we keep cutting? I think we keep going. Because we know we have to cut more trees. But we also know that we need to cultivate. So I am going to cultivate as much of this as I can. Kind of colour it in, if you will. In a bit of a cheeky time-lapse. Right, I think it's worth taking a small pause here from the time-lapse, which I do intend to continue, but what the bloody hell is this? It's an absolute sinkhole. How did I not drive into this before? Like, what? What's going on here? Right, we're definitely going to have to sort that out, because that is quite literally a bloody hole. And I wanted to share that experience with you. Right, well, I've decided I'm going to leave it there for now. I know we only have a small amount left, but it is in between quite a few trees, and I wanted to just kind of have an opportunity to look at the land that we did cultivate so far, and that big bloody hole in the ground. So, just looking at this alone, other than this area, there's nothing really that we could start drilling in, because we've got trees here, trees there, maybe this corner here. But I was also thinking that since it's taken as long as it has to cultivate what we have cultivated, would it make sense to maybe break up this field into 2 or 3 fields? Maybe 2 would be best, even if it's like half like that or something. It just really depends, because the trees are so scattered around. And yes, this will come out to about about here. We can make it level with the top and the bottom there, just like that. Go a nice straight line straight down there, and that should be good. But this bloody Nora, I came out of absolutely nowhere. Had no idea where or what, but at the very least we can deal with that. At least raise the ground up or something. But yeah, and the nice thing is as well is that we've got a bit of a fertilized state now. With all the bits and bobs that have been here, so when we do go over to fertilize it, I will just do it the one time, the one application, and then at least it'll be sort of good, and then the next time we do it, it'll be absolutely perfect, just like this one here. So I'm still tempted to combine these two, but also not, because it is nice to have a few smaller fields. It would be nice to eventually combine them though, especially if we go this way, but then we can have one long one. I don't know. I just haven't fully decided, especially since this is going to be quite a large field to deal with. So, but there's still so many trees, so maybe we can start taking out these because there's fewer here and turn this into a field to start. I don't know. I just really don't want to miss an opportunity to drill something in March just because we haven't done enough trees. So yeah, I think we'll take February and maybe March to do a bunch of tree work. I think that's really what the next episode is going to be, is essentially getting as many of the trees down as possible. And then in possibly March, possibly April though. You know what though? I think soybeans. I think I'm going to do soybeans because one, they sell for very good, and we can wait till April, May, whatever, because then they harvest in October, November, whatever. So the soonest we need a combine though is rye. No, yes, rye. April. Oh wow, wow, really? Yeah, that's rye. So okay, we're going to need one very soon. Well, luckily for us, we've got just enough for the combine now, so give it one more load and we'll have more than enough. I'm not going to buy it till right when we need it, just in case. But also, in this episode, we did buy a house, so that is very exciting. Oh my goodness, excuse me, I'm so excited I choked on my own saliva. Anyways, gotta have fun with it, especially in the challenge series. Oh, that's too funny. Oh, this guy's going to start beeping at me. Oh, no, I thought... Oh, he drove right past me. Lunatic. Anyways, that's quite enough from me for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the episode, as always, cheeky thumbs up really does help out the channel. And please subscribe. So until the next one, please do take care. And bye for now.